You walk on board thinking you've entered paradise. Blue water, smiling faces, the hum of engines beneath your feet. But what you don't realize is that hundreds of crew members are living a second reality. One filled with rules, codes, and unspoken truths they're forbidden to share. These are the secrets that keep the dream afloat, the ones they swore never to reveal. Here's the first. The smiles you see aren't always real. Crew members are trained, literally trained, to maintain positive expressions, even under exhaustion or stress. There's a manual for posture, tone, and body language. Some cruise lines even measure performance on approachability scores. When a manager spots a crew member frowning, they can be marked down on their evaluation. So when that waiter flashes a grin while running on 4 hours of sleep, understand? It's not fake kindness. It's survival. Secret number 2 lies beneath your feet. Below the passenger decks, hidden behind sealed doors, exists a network called the I-95, a narrow hallway running the entire length of the ship. It's the crew's highway, their lifeline. Down there, it smells like detergent and steel. It's where they eat, do laundry, and laugh in whispers, because even laughter is rationed by exhaustion. You'll never see it, but the I-95 never sleeps. If you did, you'd understand why ship family isn't a slogan, it's a necessity. Then comes secret number 3, how the crew actually finds out everything about you. It's not gossip, it's data. Every keycard swipe, drink purchase, Wi-Fi login, or dining reservation builds your profile. By day 2, the system already knows what you order, how you tip, and how often you stay out late. That's why bartenders seem psychic. They're not guessing, they're reading notes quietly entered after every interaction. It's how hospitality becomes precision. Wait till you hear this one. Secret number 4 hides in the walls themselves. Behind every cabin's mirror and paneling, small temperature sensors and airflow meters hum constantly. They detect smoke, pressure drops, and even movement when rooms are supposed to be empty. It's not about spying, it's about safety. But still, those blinking lights behind the ceiling tiles mean one thing. The ship is always watching, even when you think it's asleep. Now, secret number 5 might make you look twice at that buffet. When a tray of food sits too long, it doesn't always go straight to the bin. Some ships have recovery kitchens that reprocess unserved items. Bread becomes croutons, leftover roasts turn into stew. Desserts are reborn under new frosting. Everything follows sanitation rules, yes, but in crew areas, the same food might appear again hours later, disguised as staff meal. It's efficiency at sea, where waste costs more than comfort. And if you think crew cabins look anything like yours, here's secret number 6. Most are the size of walk-in closets with no windows and constant noise from the engines. Some crew decorate them like shrines to sanity. Photos, fairy lights, flags from home. But privacy? That's a luxury they trade for a paycheck. 2 people, 1 sink, and walls thin enough to hear every sigh of homesickness. Secret number 7 explains why you never see crew arguing in public. On passenger decks, discipline is silent but absolute. Raise your voice once, and it's logged. Talk back to a supervisor, and you're summoned below deck to the office. It's not a euphemism, it's a real place. A small room where department heads deliver warnings that go straight to your record. 3 strikes, and you're flown home at your own expense. That's why every interaction feels calm. It has to be. Secret number 8 lives in the night shift. While you sleep, the ship transforms. Teams scrub, wax, polish, and restock until sunrise. You wake to clean railings and folded towels, because dozens of unseen hands worked while you dreamed. And here's the twist. Most night crew aren't allowed to use passenger elevators or walk through guest areas unless absolutely necessary. They move like ghosts through hidden stairways, guided by memory and muscle. If you ever see a cleaner vanish through a side door, that's where they're going, to the world beneath yours. What about emergencies? Here's secret number 9. Crew members rehearse for disasters you'll never hear about. Fires, medical code reds, even overboard drills. Every week, passengers see one muster drill. Crew do them constantly, some at 3 a.m. They can find the nearest extinguisher blindfolded. In case of evacuation, they're assigned zones, head counts, and crowd control scripts, but they're told never to show fear. If a crew member panics, passengers panic. And panic at sea spreads faster than flame. Secret number 10. Relationships on board are complicated and usually forbidden. Officially, crew aren't allowed to date passengers. Unofficially, it happens all the time. When it does, it's risky. Security watches for signs, lingering in hallways, extra room service calls, cameras catching visits after hours. If caught, one warning ends the contract. Yet behind closed crew doors, friendships, flings, and heartbreaks unfold in cycles every voyage. For some, it's the only way to feel human in a place that never stops moving. And here's the 11th secret. Not every smile you see means everything's fine. Many crew battle exhaustion, loneliness, or pressure from home. They can't afford to show it. Mental health support exists on paper, posters, helplines, but reaching out can be seen as weakness. Some find comfort in routines, morning coffee on deck, a few minutes of sunlight between shifts. Others write letters they'll never send. Every contract is a test of endurance as much as skill. Now for the one they almost never mention, the 12th and final secret, the ship's silent hierarchy. Officers eat in separate dining rooms. Some have private lounges, gyms, even cabins with balconies. The rest of the crew see them mainly in safety meetings or inspections. The separation keeps authority clear, but it also reminds everyone who really runs the ship. Below deck, they joke that the ocean is democratic, but the vessel is not. Here's a truth that binds all 12 secrets together. The ship runs on discipline and illusion. Every perfect breakfast, every show, every cheerful announcement depends on a chain of invisible labor. The moment one person slips, the illusion cracks. That's why rules are gospel below deck. No headphones in corridors, no food outside the mess. Uniform pressed, shoes polished, smile ready. Even off duty, the image matters, because passengers might wander anywhere with a camera. Let's circle back to the I-95, that endless hallway humming with fluorescent light. It's more than a corridor. It's a social map. Signs mark crew areas by country and rank. You can tell who's who by how they walk. Officers stride fast. Cleaners move quietly. Entertainers stroll like they're still on stage. The air smells like bleach, bread, and 1,000 stories folded into silence. This is where gossip, heartbreak, and humor keep morale alive. The I-95 is both workplace and therapy session, stretching from bow to stern without a single window. Here's something few passengers realize. Every major cruise line tracks energy by department. The kitchens compete to reduce waste. Housekeeping measures detergent use by the liter. Bonuses depend on metrics, not smiles. Efficiency is currency. A good review from a guest helps, but the spreadsheet rules more than applause. The cleaner who saves 5 gallons of water might earn more respect than the bartender with 100 compliments. Ever wonder how the crew knows when to vanish before you arrive? It's choreography. Hidden sensors and communication radios track where passengers are gathering. If a crowd forms near a staff corridor, the system alerts supervisors. Within seconds, the crew changes routes, slipping away unseen. It's not secrecy, it's design. Guests must feel like they have the ship to themselves. The best service, ironically, is invisible. And about safety drills, you'd be surprised how many happen without announcement. You might feel a sudden change in vibration, a pause in music, a whisper on the PA system you can barely hear. That's often a code rehearsal. Somewhere deep below, crew members are counting lifeboat seats, timing fire door closures, or simulating medical evacuations. To you, it's just another moment of calm. To them, it's another test in the quiet war against chaos. In that war, hierarchy decides everything. Officers dine behind closed doors, department heads in another room, crew in the mess hall with metal trays and coffee that tastes like rust. Yet, even there, laughter finds space. Someone strums a guitar. Someone else tells the same joke for the 100th time because routine keeps the loneliness out. And when music fades, the hum of the engines fills the silence again. Steady, constant, like a heartbeat beneath the floor. Here's the truth they'll never print in the brochure. The ship is a city that hides its struggles behind perfect choreography. Every cheerful announcement is rehearsed. Every good evening has timing. Even the captain's voice follows a script designed to sound calm, no matter what happens behind the scenes. That's why you'll never hear the full story of near misses, medical emergencies, or sudden weather shifts. The illusion must hold. But beneath that illusion lies something real. Crew members care deeply about the passengers they serve, even when they're exhausted. The dining steward who remembers your name after one night? He memorized a manifest of hundreds before you boarded. The cleaner who greets you each morning? She's been awake since 4 a.m., folding napkins for the breakfast rush. They keep smiling not because they have to, but because it gives the chaos meaning. And when something does go wrong, a fire alarm, a medical emergency, a lost child, you'll see the training come alive. Crew move with eerie calm, voices steady, eyes scanning for each other. In those moments, rank, fatigue, and culture disappear. It's just people protecting people. Afterward, they'll return to their routines like nothing happened, because that's the only way to keep the illusion intact. There's one last secret. It's not about safety or hierarchy, it's about emotion. Every time a ship leaves port, someone below deck stands quietly at a porthole, watching the land shrink. Some whisper a prayer. Some count the days until home. For all the luxury passengers feel, the crew live in cycles of leaving and returning, always chasing horizons they rarely get to enjoy. The ocean becomes both a dream and a burden. When the voyage ends, the goodbyes are quick. The crew lines up, smiles, waves, and disappears before you reach the terminal. You think they're headed for rest. Most are headed to clean cabins for the next guests arriving in a few hours. Their world resets faster than yours can say farewell. So when you sail again, and a crew member smiles at you, remember what that smile carries. Behind it are 12 secrets, hundreds of hours, and 1,000 small sacrifices. None of them ruin the magic. They make it possible. Because a cruise ship isn't powered only by engines. It's powered by discipline, resilience, and hope that someone up there notices how hard they work to keep your vacation perfect. You'll walk away thinking you discovered the ocean, but the truth is, you discovered its keepers, the ones who swore never to tell what really happens at sea. yet show you every day through the quiet miracle of their service. And now that you know their secrets, maybe you'll look twice, smile back, and see the humanity that makes the waves feel alive. You've been watching Cruise Threads, where the real stories sail below deck. Subscribe, because the next secret is already on the horizon.